welcome to the January 6th meeting of the Rotary Club of Louisville. I'm Jean West, owner and producer, Faces West Productions, a Paul Harris Fellow, and president of the club. And I'm so glad you guys came today. God bless you. We have a lot of cancellations. A lot of folks had to pick up their kids from school, so it's going to be a small, abbreviated, but very moving meeting today. So I would like to invite Julie Skosky James, Vice President of the Filton Historical Society and member of the Archives Membership and Social Activities Committee, to provide us with the invocation.
Thank you, Jean. As the dawn breaks on a new year, let us give thanks for all we hold dear, our health, our family, our friends. Let us release our grudges, our anger, and our pains, for these are nothing but binding chains. Let us serve all who are in need, regardless of race, color, or creed. Let us keep God of our own understanding in our hearts. May 2022 be filled with peace, prosperity, and love. May God's blessing shower upon our country, our democracy, and upon each of you, and bestow each of you a healthy, peaceful new year. Amen.
Thank you, Julie. And now to lead us in the pledge and four-way test is Kevin Fields, President and CEO of Louisville Central Community Centers, Club Director, and Chair of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee.
Thank you, President Jean, and good morning, fellow Rotarians. Happy New Year to everybody. It's certainly an honor to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance on this anniversary date as we think about what happened a year ago. So I'm just going to ask us to renew our commitment to the Pledge of Allegiance and present it today with a little bit more vigor. And as we present the pledge, I want to emphasize 5 key words. All of those words of this pledge are so important, but 5 key words: one nation, under God, indivisible. And if we can commit to that as we go through the pledge. So let's recite the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And now the four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better relationships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Rotarians. You may be seated. It is always our pleasure to welcome guests and Rotarians. Please take this time to introduce yourself first and then your guest. And guests stand to be recognized when your name is called. My special guest is sort of like a member of the family. We're so happy to have Alyssa Evans Torino. Stand up, Alyssa. Say hello. She's back.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay.
Visiting with us, and I'm so glad she could come with her mom. Any guests? Okay. All right. Let's just move right along. All right, I know you've missed it, but it is back. Cajun culture class. All right. This is a song that's heard during Christmas season, and it's all about the Epiphany. And Shakespeare also has a play title that's similar. What is this song? Who can answer? Kevin?
3 Kings.
Yes.
3 Kings.
What?
3 Kings.
Sorry?
3 Kings.
Hey, I didn't even think of that. Oh, well, that's one. No. 12 days of Christmas, okay? Because today is Epiphany. Today is the 12th night. Epiphany occurs on January 6, 12 days after Christmas Day, and at the tail end of the legendary 12 days of Christmas, also called 12th night, and the Feast of the Epiphany. It is consider the day that, 3 kings finally made it to Bethlehem. Those guys are like, this star this way? No, I don't know. And they went in a circle and found the baby. That's why there's a king cake. Okay. It is also Joan of Arc's birthday. Joan of Arc was born in Orleans, France. So she is the patron saint of Orleans, of New Orleans, and the patron saint of Mardi Gras. So her statue, if you've ever been to the French market, is there, right there. And so on this day, typically, the St. Joan Parade kicks off Mardi Gras. She looks a little different when she's on Bourbon Street. So there you go. More to come. We'll be telling you a lot more about Mardi Gras. Now, I would like to invite Deline Taylor, who's Executive Director of our club, and Chair of the Speakers Committee still, to introduce some new members.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. All right, who are our new members that are here? Carl, I saw Carl, if you would like to come up. Did Judd Hendricks make it? I know Dan Maloney could not. Chris Manzo. All right, Carl, you are the star of the show today. You are the committed. You're the most committed. All right, so Carl Koslow was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. He and his wife Marilyn were married 30 years ago by fellow Rotarian Rabbi Chester Diamond, and now have 4 self-sufficient adult children. He graduated from the University of Toledo with an engineering degree in 1970, and while he did graduate as a member of the Engineering Honor Society, his wife would attest that he could not repair anything in their home, even with a gun pointed to his head. Despite his lack of engineering skills, he holds 3 U.S. patents. He owned Republic Industries International, a mid-sized manufacturing company in Louisville. Prior to that, his professional career included being a group vice president for the Pullman Company, general manager at Brush Wellman, president of Conformiclad, and the director of fuel systems for Champion Spark Plug. Upon retirement, he was elected the chapter chairman of SCORE in Louisville and served until 2020. He is currently a graduate student at U of L. So I dare you to have a more powerful bio than this man right here. Thank you for being part of our club and welcome.
All right, would all Paul Harris Fellows please stand? And can Vice President Ken Grossman come to the podium to make some Paul Harris pin presentations?
Thank you, President Jean. Well, our Paul Harris Fellows showed up, so I'd like to invite Bruce Engelhardt, Thomas Stone, Tracy Holliday, and Paula Cruzati. Please join me up here at the podium. The Paul Harris Fellow recognition is given in appreciation to anyone who contributes outright or cumulatively a gift of $1,000 or more to the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International. Multiple Paul Harris Fellow recognition is extended at subsequent $1,000 levels. The presentation of Paul Harris Fellow recognition is the Rotary Foundation's way of expressing its appreciation for a substantial contribution to its humanitarian and educational programs. It is named for Rotary's founder, the Chicago lawyer who started our organization with 3 business associates in 1905. It is because of gifts such as this that the Rotary Foundation can carry out an array of programs that achieve beneficial changes in our world. So I want to present the pins to new Paul Harris Fellows, Thomas Stone, Tracy Holliday, and Bruce Engelhardt, and you also receive appreciation. And a special Paul Harris pin to Paula Grisani, who's a Paul Harris +1 fellow.
Thank you, fellows. Thank you very much. Another hand for a new Paul Harris.
Send it to the district Paul Harris Fellow Facebook page. I'll send it to you. Yeah, I can post that. Yeah, please.
And now,
Let Murray do it.
our speaker. Christopher Kresnak, over the past 16 years, has been Diversion Program Manager and the lead investigator on several complex and high-profile cases involving the diversion of controlled substances. The complexity of these investigations required the collaboration in different ways, charging targeted individuals, leaving old paradigms in their boxes. Now, he has authored several law enforcement papers which outline the pill mill problem in Southern Ohio, and you'll be hearing more about that in his presentation. The papers have brought together a host of federal, state, and local law enforcement regulatory agencies to attack this problem. When those papers were published, there were 15 pill mills operating in Scioto County, Ohio, which is a small rural river community infested by illicit pain management clinics. And because of its efforts, 26 physicians, pharmacists, and owners are serving extended prison terms, and all of these clinics have been closed. More importantly, Mr. Kresnak was successful in luring away our executive director, Elizabeth Evans Torino, who I'm sure much to her surprise had no idea what she was in for. She tells me that she was required to prepare a PowerPoint presentation just for her interview, at which point her contracting agency called to apologize to her for that. In any regard, she loves her job. We are happy to see her back, and now please welcome our speaker, Mr. Christopher Kresnak.